Hi guys. So today I just wanted to make a little bit of a different video, a relaxing one. So this is just gonna be a chill video, okay? No super crazy editing. Let me get this out the way. This is not aesthetic, okay? Anyway, so we're just gonna yap today, okay? As you can tell by the title, I'm gonna talk about some very nostalgic games that I used to play when I was younger. My first console was PlayStation 1. And let me tell y'all, me and my little brother played the living daylights out of PlayStation 1. So what happened with our PlayStation 1 was there was a power surge. And it was hooked up to the TV and it just got completely fried. But luckily, I think we got a PS2 after that. But rest in peace to the PS1. Okay, so please grab a snack, guys. Grab a drink. Okay, we're gonna reminisce. We're gonna be nostalgic today, okay? So I have a list of games that I don't pay attention to the sticker. Games that I would love to play again on the PlayStation 1. So the first one I have on here is Croc 2. Do you guys remember Croc 2? For oddly enough, I never played Croc 1. You know? Just Croc 2. And I remember raging over this level that had the ropes on there, and it was just infuriating. But one of the things I love about Croc 2 is like it's so memorable and the music is just so nostalgic. Like and by the way, I'm aware that you can play these games again, okay? I'm just saying, like, that's why I titled it like games I would love to play again for the first time. But yeah, I miss Croc 2. Yeah, I don't know if they made any other games after that. I only played Croc 2. That's it. I didn't play no other version of it, but me and my brother played, like I said, the heck out of that game. So the next game I have on my list is Gran Turismo, or Turismo, however you say it. Also a game that we played like the freaking we just played it so much, man. That was my actually first racing game on a console. With like actual real cars. And man, guys, Gran Turismo was like so popular because it was one of the, I don't know if it was the first game, but I think it was one of the first games that got popular on PlayStation that had like real actual like name brand cars on it. I mean, that's normal now, but like back in the day, it was like, oh my gosh, I can drive a Jaguar, stuff like that. So it was like really cool, So the next one I have on here is Sly Cooper. I mean, I played all of the Sly Coopers, guys. I mean, one thing that was so sad was when they changed the voice actress of Carmelita. That hurt my heart. Nothing wrong with the second voice actress. She did her thing. But y'all, how you gonna change Carmelita's whole personality like that? You know what I'm saying? Like, I was just so hurt. And I love Sly Cooper, man. But Carmelita was my girl. Okay? Yeah. Okay. So the next one I have is Rayman. I mean, I think if you play PlayStation, You know about Rayman. So freaking nostalgic. You can play Rayman. I mean, you can play a lot of these games again. I know they made a lot of them, but something about that first Rayman, I will never forget, guys. I mean, it was just so fun. The next one is Crash Bandicoot. I mean, I played pretty much all the Crash Bandicoots. I played Crash Team Racing. Gosh. There was just so many Crash Bandicoots, but I love all of them. This is just such a memorable character, man. I used to call him Aku Aku, but is that how you say his name? Anyway, I remember him too. His sister, you know, the villains. The Wampa fruit, me and my little brother used to call them peaches because obviously they look like peaches, but that's not actually what they are. But yeah, I mean, how can you go wrong with Crash Bandicoot, you know? So the next game I have is Brave Fencer Musashi. And every time, I kid you not, guys, I mention this game, nobody knows what the frick I'm talking about. And then I show them the actual gameplay or the music, and they're like, oh, that game. So a lot of people played the demo version of that game, okay? I'm pretty sure me and my brother had the actual full game. I freaking love this game, guys. The only problem is it's nowhere to be found. Like, I mean, I even tried searching for it on the internet. Maybe you can play it like through an emulator or something. I don't know. I don't even know. All I know is this game like just died. I mean, no one knows what it is. Like, I think I'm the only person on this planet that knows what Brave Fencer Musashi is, okay? And I freaking love that game. I wish they would remaster it. I guarantee you guys, I would buy it and I would play it on this channel. I love it so much. But yeah, man, I hope they remaster it. I freaking love that game so much, but it's so sad that nobody knows what it is, you know? I'm sorry, Musashi. I remember you. You are in my heart, okay? You're in my heart. The next one is Spyro. I mean, yeah, I kind of put it up there with like Crash Bandicoot. So many Spyros. So many Spyros. I think we played them all. I love Spyro, man. Just nostalgic, you know? I love it. Little Big Planet is a little bit later than some of these titles, but me, my niece, and my little brother used to play the heck out of that game. I had never seen anything like Little Big Planet, honestly. Like, it was such a unique game at the time. Still to this day, there is nothing like Little Big Planet. It's such a unique game. I don't know if it's on PC now, okay? But at the time, I believe it was only on console. But I hope that somehow it is on PC, because I don't think that Little Big Planet should die off. I mean, you gotta love Sackboy. The game mechanics are so fun. It was one of the best co-op games I've ever played in my life. It was just so freaking fun, you know? And the creativity that you had to create your own levels, I mean, unmatched. Freaking unmatched. The next game I have on here is also a later title. It's Uncharted. I played all the Uncharted games. Yeah, the story is so good, the dialogue is so good, and the gameplay is so good. I freaking love it, man. I believe that the later titles of Lara Croft or Tomb Raider actually borrowed a little bit of game mechanics from Uncharted. Not the original Tomb Raider. Okay, it still kept the original Tomb Raider, but there were some elements of Uncharted that I saw in the like remaster, no, not remastered, but new version of Tomb Raider and Lara Croft. So I definitely feel like Uncharted is such a iconic game, and it just stood the test of time, man. Like copying is a form of flattery, you know, in my opinion. So yeah, I think they did kind of borrow from Uncharted a little bit, but I don't mind because I love Uncharted. You know, I also love the other Tomb Raiders. So yeah, I don't have that on here, but that is like a bonus game that I would definitely miss playing again. Not the original Tomb Raider. I do have the original Tomb Raider on my channel, but I actually don't like it because the controls really suck on that game. It's almost unplayable. It's doable, but it's not something that can be filmed, you know, maybe streamed or something, but yeah, I ain't got time for that. Okay. But you guys can go watch my playthrough of it. You can watch me struggle. Okay, so the next one I have is Jak and Daxter. They also had a lot of Jak and Daxters. Yeah, I love Jak and Daxter. The only thing I think that frustrated me about Jak and Daxter was he didn't talk, you know? Like, but that's kind of the thing now, right? Like, we have main characters that just don't even talk anymore. Which is crazy. Oh, yeah, well, I guess we always had that. Like, yeah, I mean, Mario says some phrases, you know? I don't think Jak talked at all. Like, he didn't even say a phrase. Not even a catchphrase. But yeah, I do love the title. It's very funny. Very, very good adventure game. So definitely check out Jak and Daxter, guys. The next one is kind of similar to Jak and Daxter. It's Ratchet and Clank. I mean, such a classic. Okay, me and my brother played that game. We put so many hours into Ratchet and Clank. Awesome game. It is so freaking unique. As you guys can see, I grew up on a lot of adventure games, okay? But if you can play Ratchet and Clank, please go play it. I mean, the story is great. The characters are funny. I mean, just fantastic. The original Spider-Man, I know there's been like millions of Spider-Mans out at this point, but I remember specifically the original Spider-Man when it came out on PlayStation. Guys, now they all kind of work the same, you know, what's broke, don't fix it, that type of thing. But you always remember when the first version of it came out. And I remember when the first version of Spider-Man came out, okay? It was such a fantastic game, okay? And in my opinion, they did continue pretty strongly with, you know, the Spider-Man series, you know? But with that first one, man, you can't beat it, okay? You cannot beat it. It was so well done. I still remember the first Spider-Man game to this freaking day, and it's, you know, it's like the OG. It really is. It's so good. So the last one I have, you guys may not have heard of. Please comment down below if you have. It's SSX Tricky, okay? SSX is actually the name of the game series, but we only had, I think, SSX 3 and SSX Tricky. SSX Tricky, people didn't too much care for because it was just so gimmicky. Like, you had people breakdancing on snowboards, okay? But it was just so fun to me. It was so fun. Like the I don't know if it did as well as the other SSXs. I don't have numbers in front of me, guys, but I do remember like people talking, okay? And a lot of my friends just didn't really like SSX Tricky because it was just, like I said, it was just very goofy, okay? It was extremely goofy, but I loved it, okay? I remember a lot of the characters on there, and it was just so fun to play. Like I said, the moves were a little, you know, they obviously were unrealistic, but I still had a lot of fun. Speaking of sports, I have on here Tony Hawk. This is one of those games I do remember playing. The first game, everybody and their mama was playing Tony Hawk, guys. I mean, oh my goodness. Let me take a sip of water. My throat hurts a little. Make sure you guys stay hydrated. Yeah, I love Tony Hawk. It was like a thing with me and my friends and my brother and stuff to try and get the combos and stuff like that. Oh, I remember it, but it wasn't my favorite. But I remember it because it was so iconic. Like it was just really well done. Okay. And I was just so surprised that I liked the game because I didn't play sports or anything like that. So, but I still remember it, you know? So yeah, I love that game. I just said I didn't love it. Well, I love it because it was just so well done. Not necessarily that it was my favorite game, but yeah, I mean, it was like one of the first of its kind, I feel like, you know? Like, again, I don't have a timeline of every game, but I do remember games just like really breaking through the mold and like setting the standard. And I feel like Tony Hawk really set the standard for those types of games. You know what I mean? Okay, the last one I have on here you guys may have never heard of. It's called Ape Escape. It's another one of those games like Brave Fence or Musashi, where if I mention it, people may not know what the freak it is, okay? It's just another goofy adventure game, but I loved it, man. I don't even really too much remember like what the story was about or what. I mean, obviously, I guess we're trying to get monkeys or whatever, but yeah, I do remember like, yeah, I remember just the goofiness of that game. It was just so fun. It was funny. Like the goofiness was funny. That's what I miss about these older games on PlayStation. They were just silly, you know? They were silly. And as a kid, you just love silliness. You love laughing. A lot of these games now, they're like super serious. You know? Like, where is the comedy? Where is the laughter? We need that back. Okay, guys, I think that is it. Thank you so much for watching. Please comment down below. Do you remember these games? And what was your favorite part of these games? Also, what games would you play on PlayStation for the first time if you could again? I'm pretty sure I missed a lot of games, so please let me know down in the comments, and I will see you guys later. Bye.